Want to speed up your language learning? Get access to all of our best PDF cheat sheets for free. Just click the link in the description and sign up for your free lifetime account right now. In this series, you'll master Italian pronunciation. Proper pronunciation is essential in Italian, and in this series, you'll learn it in a fast, comprehensive, and easy way. In this first lesson, you'll learn about the building blocks of the Italian pronunciation system that will help you in future lessons. The letters used in Italian are the same as the letters you use in English, with only the exception of a few accents on some of the letters. But be careful not to fall into a very common trap. As you're learning to speak correctly, you shouldn't concern yourself with all the letters. That's right, forget them. You care about the sounds of Italian, and here they are. There are 24 consonant sounds and 7 vowel sounds. You can form every single word in Italian by using these sounds. Still seem complicated? Well, how about this? Of the 24 consonant sounds in Italian, you already know 19 of them. That's right. If you're a native English speaker, then you already make these sounds every day. You can also ignore 5 of the vowel sounds for the same reason. The only things standing between you and perfect Italian pronunciation are 5 new consonant and 2 new vowel sounds. You can handle that. Now let me introduce Desiree, who will be helping you to master these new sounds.
Ciao, sono Desiree.
Desiree will be giving you native pronunciation examples for you to imitate. But for this first lesson, just sit back and listen to the unique sounds of Italian.
Zaino, maglia, gnocco, torta, indirizzo, vero, come.
In the next lesson, we'll look at the top 5 pronunciation mistakes Italian learners make. You'll want to make sure not to fall into these common traps. After that, we'll begin going through the vowels and consonants of Italian. This is your chance to learn how to correctly say all of the words you just heard. We'll finish up the series by covering some special topics that will really make your Italian sound natural. To close this lesson, here's a question for you. Why is it important to spend time on learning proper pronunciation, even if you're already an advanced speaker? The answer, you will be understood, and this will help you build more confidence as you communicate in Italian. For beginners, you're creating a strong foundation to build on. And for more advanced students, this is your chance to improve your accent and lose any bad habits you may have picked up. In this lesson, you'll learn the top 5 Italian pronunciation mistakes to avoid. These are common mistakes that Italian learners tend to make, so pay close attention and make sure that you don't make these same mistakes too. Are you ready? Then let's get started. Number 1. Not enunciating the vowels enough. Italian pronunciation is based on syllables where vowel sounds are predominant. Many students of Italian do not enunciate the vowel sounds enough, which makes their pronunciation sound unnatural. To correct this, you should try to open your mouth and let the air pour out, pronouncing each and every syllable clearly. Pay attention to the way Desiree enunciates the vowel sound in each syllable and try to imitate her. Listen to the example.
Roma, barone, buongiorno.
Number 2. Shortening double consonant sounds. This is a common mistake because many students aren't aware that double consonants are actually pronounced for a longer duration in Italian than they are in English. To solve this problem, try to lengthen the sound a little bit longer than you would in English. In the following examples, pay attention to the duration that the double consonant sound is held for and try to imitate it for yourself.
Motto, valle, spesso.
Number 3. Not pronouncing rolled R's correctly.
R,
This is arguably the most difficult sound for Italian learners to pronounce correctly. It's quite a complex sound, and in fact, it's one of the last sounds that Italian children learn how to pronounce. The only way to solve this problem is to keep listening to native Italian speakers and practicing it yourself, or practicing with us. Listen to the following examples.
3. Parco, radio, frigorifero.
We'll learn more about this sound in Lesson 7. Number 4. Mispronouncing the G and L sounds together. This is another sound that's difficult for Italian learners to pronounce.
Gli,
It's a peculiar sound because it sounds somewhat like an English L, but not exactly. The problem arises when speakers begin substituting the regular L for this sound. Listen to Desiree and pay attention to the way it's pronounced in the following words.
maglia, meglio, aglio,
Don't worry if you don't get it straight away, because we'll break down this sound in Lesson 6. Number 5. Mispronouncing the C and I sounds together.
C,
This sound is identical to the ch in church. The only difference, though, is that it's stressed even more in Italian than it is in English. Listen to the example.
cucina, Lucia,
Notice how the ch sound is more stressed in Italian than it is in English? Be mindful about pronouncing the ch sound when speaking in Italian. Now you know the top 5 Italian pronunciation mistakes to avoid. Try to be careful so that you don't commit these same mistakes. Still feel a bit worried? Over the rest of this series, we'll cover all of these topics in depth. In this lesson, you'll learn all 7 Italian vowel sounds.
A, E, I, O, U.
With these sounds, you can pronounce any vowel that could possibly appear in Italian. Some vowels may be hard for you to distinguish, especially for English speakers, so make sure you listen carefully. Are you ready? Then let's get started. The first vowel is
A, sarà, casa, alto,
It's identical to the A sound in the word father, except that it's held for a little longer. Open your mouth wide and let the air pour out.
A, 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 A.
The next vowel is
E. Bene. Cioè. Elica.
It's identical to the E sound in the word red. This is an open sound, so be sure to widen your mouth.
E. 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 E.
The next vowel is
E. Vero. Inglese. Stelle.
It's very similar to the E sound in the word nay. Drop your jaw just a tiny bit until you hear a slight change in sound, but be careful not to widen your mouth too much. This will prevent you from carrying over the I sound and will allow you to properly pronounce the sound.
E. 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 E.
The next vowel is
I. Imposta. Colibrì. Bile.
It's identical to the double E sound in the word see.
I. 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 I.
The next vowel is
O. Parola. Posso. Otto.
It's identical to the OU sound in the word ought. This is an open sound, so be sure to widen your mouth.
O. 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 O.
The next vowel is
O. Ombra. Come. Foro.
This is like the previous sound, except your tongue is positioned a little bit higher. It's quite similar to the O sound in the word O. Just make sure not to widen your mouth too much. You only want to carry over the W sound slightly. Listen to Desiree.
O. 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 O.
And the last vowel is
U. Tutto. Tuo. ultimo,
It's identical to the double O sound in the word boot.
u, 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 u.
Well done! You just learned all 7 vowel sounds in Italian.
A, e, I, o, u.
With these sounds, you can properly pronounce any vowel that could possibly appear in the Italian language. Isn't that great?
Want to get cheat sheets, audiobooks, lessons, apps, and much more every month for free? Just click the link in the description to get your free language gifts of the month.
Hi! Welcome to Introduction to Italian. My name is Alicia, and I'm joined by...
Hi everyone, I'm Marika.
In this lesson, you'll learn the basics of Italian pronunciation. Italian is what is called a syllable-timed language. What this simply means is that every syllable is pronounced for roughly an equal amount of time.
Avranno, avranno.
Notice how each syllable is pronounced for roughly the same amount of time? The first N is held for roughly the same amount of time as all the other syllables.
Avranno,
English, on the other hand, is a stress-timed language. Unstressed syllables are often shortened, while stressed syllables are pronounced longer. Opportunity. Opportunity. The stressed syllable to in opportunity is pronounced longer than all the other syllables. Listen to it again. Opportunity. Compare this once again to the syllables in Italian.
avranno,
Even though Italian is not a stress-timed language, individual words still have primary stress.
In most Italian words, the stress falls on the second to last syllable, so you'll need to pronounce this a tiny bit longer and louder than the other syllables, but not by much. Avranno, buongiorno.
Apart from the stressed syllable, all other syllables are pronounced for roughly an equal amount of time. One of the biggest differences between English and Italian pronunciation is that Italian is largely phonetic, meaning most words are pronounced as they are written. This makes learning Italian much simpler than learning English, for example. For the most part, English and Italian share the same consonant and vowel sounds.
I, u, b, d, f, m.
In fact, 75% of all sounds in Italian are similar to English, so most of these sounds will be familiar to you. Some sounds, however, will be quite new. The good news, though, is that these will be very limited.
E, z, y.
Let's briefly take a look at some of the unique sounds of Italian. First, let's start with the vowels. There are 5 vowels in Italian: A, E, I, O, and U. The vowels A, I, and U will always be pronounced in the same way.
A, I, U.
These sounds should be relatively easy for you to duplicate. The vowels E and O, however, will be a little more challenging. They each have 2 variant sounds, one open version and one closed version. The open version requires you to open your mouth wide, while the closed version is pronounced more narrowly. Compare the open E followed by a closed E.
E, 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 e.
Now the open O followed by the closed O.
O, 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 o.
Even when there are 2 or more vowels in a row, just pronounce them separately.
Aereo.
Okay, now let's move on to the consonants. How would you pronounce this word in Italian?
Spaghetti, spaghetti.
Despite not knowing Italian pronunciation, the chances are that your pronunciations of the S, P, and G consonants were spot on. Most consonants you encounter shouldn't be too difficult for you to pronounce.
Some consonants, like the rolled R sound in Italian, however, will be more challenging. Do you remember how to pronounce this word? We taught you this word in the previous lesson. It's pronounced grazie,
This word uses the rolled R sound.
grazie.
To pronounce this sound, place the tip of your tongue on the gum ridge behind your upper teeth, just like you do when you want to say the English D sound. Then relax your tongue and blow out air.
R,
Concentrate the air pressure at the tip of your tongue and gum ridge. The air will push your tongue away from the gum ridge. When this happens, try to force your tongue back into position. This should all happen very quickly.
R,
One useful trick is to flip your tongue up and back against the gum ridge the very moment you feel the air begin to push through.
R, R. Grazie, grazie.
Well done! This is a challenging sound, so don't be too hard on yourself if you didn't get it. Another significant aspect of Italian pronunciation is the pronunciation of double consonants. Unlike English, double consonants must be pronounced clearly and held for longer periods of time in Italian. Failure to do so could result in miscommunication.
Pala, palla.
Remember how Italian is a syllable-timed language? Imagine that you're holding that consonant sound for one extra syllable.
Palla, palla.
Many learners do not hold the sound for long enough, so when in doubt, pronounce it a little longer than you would normally.
Okay, let's recap what we've learned in this lesson.
In this lesson, you learned that Italian is a syllable-timed language, where syllables are pronounced for roughly an equal amount of time. Italian pronunciation is very regular, so most words are pronounced as they're spelled. Collectively, nearly all sounds in Italian are identical to English, and there are only a handful.
The 10 hardest words to pronounce. I hope I can manage somehow. Aiuto, help. Aiuto, help. This is a really helpful word because you can ask for help. For example, aiuto, sono chiuso dentro al bagno. Help, I'm locked inside the bathroom. You're not dying and you don't need help quickly. You just want to ask if people can help you. That would be aiutare. Puoi aiutarmi per favore? Can you help me, please? Chiacchierare. Chat. Chiacchierare. Chat. The most common error mistake would be chiacchierare instead of chiacchierare. Cinque. 5. Cinque. 5. In one hand, there are 5 fingers. Ci sono 5 dita in una mano. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ghiaccio. Ice. Ghiaccio. Ice. Be careful because if you don't pronounce G as a hard sound like G, it would be giaccio, that it's a verb and means lie down. Vuoi del ghiaccio nel tuo drink? Do you want some ice in your drink? A word that you can hear a lot, especially in summer, is ghiacciolo. It's an ice stick. I eat them a lot because it's so hot, and some ice, flavored ice, it's great. Già, already. Già, already. Già has 2 meanings. First one, already, sono già le 7. It's 7 already. To express consent would be like, oggi fa proprio caldo. Today is really hot. Già. Yeah. Really. Indeed. Another example would be, hai già finito? Did you finish already? Lasciare. Leave. Lasciare. Leave. I left my key on the table. Ho lasciato le mie chiavi sul tavolo. Yeah, another meaning would be break up. For example, I don't want to break up with my boyfriend. Non voglio lasciare il mio ragazzo. When I go jogging, I leave my wallet home. Quando vado a correre, quando vado a jogging, lascio il portafogli a casa. Quando vado a correre, lascio il portafogli a casa. Pesca. Beach. Pesca. Peach. Yeah, for example, I ate a peach. Ho mangiato una pesca. Il tè alla pesca è il mio preferito. Peach tea is my favorite. Pesca. Fishing. Pesca. Fishing. Pesca. Pesca. You don't open your mouth like pesca, but pesca. And this one is the hobby you can have. For example, I really enjoy going fishing. Mi piace molto andare a pesca. So the difference would be pesca and pesca. Mangio pesce più volentieri che andare a pesca. I enjoy eating fish more than fishing. Segno. Sign. Mark. staying signal. Here the difficulty is probably the sound ñ that you can practice with gnomo, for example, that it's elf, gnome. Hai lasciato il segno. You really left the mark. You really impressed them. It's something that you would say. Yeah, segno has many meanings in English. Un segno sul muro, a stain on the wall. Give me a signal, fammi un segno. Be careful not to say segno, but segno, because there's no I. And basically, in Italian, there is no word with both I and O after ñ. That was the last of our 10 hardest words to pronounce. I hope I was able to give you some advice. If you still have questions or if you still have words that you're not sure about how to pronounce, please write it down and remember to subscribe. Ciao ciao. Bye bye.
Let's go. Grande. Big. My hand is big. La mia mano è grande. The word is big. It's a big, big word. Il mondo è grande. Molto, molto grande. Anno. Year. Anno means year, and you can use it to ask how old are you, so quanti anni hai. Dire. To say. About dire, there's a fun phrase that we use, or maybe our grandmas, anyway, and it goes like tra il dire e il fare c'è di mezzo il mare. That means from saying to doing, there's the sea in between. So the meaning is it's not so easy to go from saying to doing things. Primo, first. I was the first in my class. Ero la prima nella mia classe. And that's why I didn't have friends. No, it's not true. Ultimo, last. As the English last but not least, in Italian we have ultimo ma non meno importante. That means but not less important. Remember, last ones will be the first ones. Gli ultimi saranno I primi. Come stai? How are you? Come stai? That means how are you? But it's something that you use with your friends, not really with people that you don't know, because in that case it would be something like come sta? Bene, grazie. E tu? I'm fine, thanks. And you? Bene, grazie. E tu? That means fine, thanks. And you?
Figlia. Daughter. Figlia. Daughter. Dovreste dire a vostra figlia che deve studiare di più. You should say to your daughter that she's to study more. This is something that if you got someone, a daughter or a son going to school, it can happen that maybe professors, they come and they say that your daughter or your son needs to study more. So in the case is a daughter, so you say sua figlia dovrebbe studiare di più. And the male version, like for a son, is suo figlio dovrebbe studiare di più. Sedia a sdraio, beach chair, sedia a sdraio. Beach chair. Affittare le sedie a sdraio in agosto può essere abbastanza costoso. Renting beach chairs in August may be quite expensive, and this is actually a truth because everyone in Italy, most of the people in Italy goes on holidays in August, So and that's the main period where everything is more expensive if you go. So it's just a very generic circumstance.
Andare, to go. So in case you really, really want to go to the sea, you can say, voglio andare al mare, vieni con me. I want to go to the sea. Do you want to come with me? In my case, it would be, I would really like to go to Australia. Do you want to come with me? Voglio veramente andare in Australia. Vuoi venire con me? Sì. Yes. Sì, that means yes. Of course, it's really useful because vuoi mangiare qualcosa? Would you like something to eat? Sì. Yes. No. No. And if you manage to say no, because it's hard to say no to an Italian offering you some food, then you can say no. That it's the same Italian and English, no.
Abbronzatura, tan. Abbronzatura, tan. Prendere l'abbronzatura usando la crema solare è possibile. Getting a suntan while using a sunscreen is possible. And I'm adding, not just possible, you should do that all the time because it's quite, if you don't use any sun protection, it's quite dangerous for your skin. because of the UV ray, and that's main reason basically, but you should anyway. It's very important.
Nuovo. New. Oh, you got a new car. Oh, hai una macchina nuova. How much did you pay that? Quanto l'hai pagata? I would really like a new laptop, un computer nuovo. But yeah, maybe for Christmas. And after Christmas you can say Happy New Year, Felice Anno Nuovo. Momento. Moment. Momento means moment, so can you wait a moment please? Puoi aspettare un momento per favore? Sentire. To hear. Like I can hear people screaming. Sento gente urlare. But it's not the same as saying listening to music, for example. That would be ascoltare la musica. Lasciare. To leave. Leave a comment. So lasciare un commento. Also, there are some teenagers that say a lot of time, lasciatemi il mio spazio. That means leave my space.
Cappellino, hat, cap. Cappellino, hat, cap. Mettere il cappellino sulla testa dei bambini in spiaggia è importante. Putting a hat on the head of children at the beach is very important. Why? Because children are definitely more delicate and fragile than adults. So everyone should use a cap or some protection, but a particular attention should be for the kids, for the youngest. Gelato, ice cream. Gelato, ice cream. In Italia i gelati alla frutta sono davvero deliziosi. In Italy, fruit ice creams are very delicious. I love ice cream. I mean, Italian ice creams are amazing, really. So if you love ice cream, you should just try Italian ice cream if you go holiday in my place, you know.
Vorrei qualcosa da mangiare. I would like something to eat. When you need something, you can use the word vorrei, that means I would like to. So vorrei mangiare, I would like to eat. Vorrei bere, I would like to drink. Vorrei dormire, I would like to sleep. We can go on forever, but still, vorrei, and then add the verb that you need. Posso avere il conto? Can I get the check? When you finish to eat and you want to check, you can say, posso avere il conto? That means, can I have the check? And if you want to be more polite, you can say, posso avere il conto per favore? That means, can I have the check, please? A presto. See you soon. When you say bye to your friends and you don't really know when you're gonna meet them again, you will say a presto, that means see you soon. A dopo, see you later. If you know that you're gonna meet them later on, you can say a dopo, that means see you later. Dove posso mangiare la pizza? That means where can I eat a pizza? If you really want to know where you can eat a good pizza, you can add buon, that means good. So it will be dove posso mangiare una buona pizza? Of course, you cannot use pizza, but another type of food that you really want to eat, and that would be maybe lasagna or maybe gelato. So you can say dove posso mangiare un buon gelato or dove posso mangiare una buona lasagna? We learned how to ask how are you and to answer I'm fine, thanks. But what about if you're not really fine? So you can say così così, that means more or less, or male, that means bad, really bad.
Want to speed up your language learning? Get access to all of our best PDF cheat sheets for free. Just click the link in the description and sign up for your free lifetime account right now.
guys, welcome to ItalianPod101.com. My name is Ilaria, nice to meet you, or nice to see you again. Today we're going to talk about a very easy topic, something that you must learn if you're going to Italy, which is the top 10 ways to say hello. So let's start. Buongiorno. Buongiorno. Good morning. You can also say salve. Salve is a more generic word that you can use with at any time of the day, and is quite generic. So salve is something that is very polite, and at the same time you can use it all the time during the day. So when you meet someone, let's say you say salve, so the person is going to say to you salve or buongiorno. Ciao. Hello. Ciao is, well, I think everyone knows the word ciao, you know. Ciao is quite informal, so you don't say really ciao to older people or the people that you don't know really. So you can use ciao with your friends. But also, let's say, if you're going to a restaurant or a shop and you want to say to the person which is working, grazie, ciao, thanks, goodbye, you know, it works, you know, because ciao, you can use ciao as hello when you meet someone, but also as goodbye, you know, so it's another very generic word as salve. Non ci vediamo da tanto tempo. Non ci vediamo da tanto tempo. Long time no see. Non ci vediamo da tanto tempo. Non ci vediamo da tanto tempo. Which in English is long time no see. You can also say da quanto tempo non ci vediamo. So it's a very long time that we haven't seen each other. Come ti sei trovato? Come ti sei trovato? How have you been? Which is also, you can say, come è andata? Come è andata? Which is pretty much the same. You can use it, let's say your friend goes to, your Italian friend goes to somewhere for vacation and you want to ask him how the trip was, and you can say come è andata, which is come ti sei trovato, how have you been? It's pretty much the same. Come va oggi? How is your day? Come va oggi? Oggi is today. Che si dice? Che si dice? What's up? Che si dice? Which is like, what's up? Che si dice is very informal and is more like a kind of slang, Italian slang. It's not like proper formal Italian. So you say come stai, you know. Che si dice is more, still if you meet your friend, you know, you have like a very informal way to say things to each other, you know. You don't speak like hi Italian, you know. So che si dice is pretty much used to say like how are you, how is your life, is the same of come va and come stai. Buon pomeriggio. Good afternoon. Buon pomeriggio. Buon pomeriggio. Good afternoon. Come stai? How are you? Usually Italian people, we used to say when we meet like a friend, ciao come stai? Like, which means hello, how are you? You know, but you can also say ciao, come va? Hello, how are you? Come va is the same of come stai. Piacere di conoscerti. Piacere di conoscerti. It's nice to meet you. Piacere di conoscerti. Piacere di conoscerti. Nice to meet you. You can also say è stato un piacere conoscerti. È stato un piacere conoscerti. When you meet someone like for the first time and you like the person, you say, it has been nice to meet you, which is different than nice to meet you, which is when you actually meet the person for the first time, then you say piacere. You can also say just piacere, when you give your hand to the person that you're meeting, you can say just piacere. And the person might answer to you, piacere mio, which is my pleasure, Come vanno le cose? Come vanno le cose? How is everything? Come vanno le cose? Come vanno le cose? How is everything? So, come vanno le cose is it refers to something really general. So, how is your life in general, But it's used quite a lot in Italy, this phrase, come vanno le cose. So, and with this very nice phrase, we actually reached the end of our lesson, the top 10 ways to say hello in Italian. Thanks very much for listening. Here's Ilaria, ItalianPod101.com. And guys, I'll see you the next lesson. Bye-bye. Take care.
Want to speed up your language learning? Get access to all of our best PDF cheat sheets for free. Just click the link in the description and sign up for your free lifetime account right now.
Accordion.
Fisarmonica. Fisarmonica.
Activity.
Attività. Attività. Aerobics. Aerobica. Aerobica. Airplane. Aereo. Aereo.
Album.
Album. Album. Alcohol. 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 Amusement park. Luna Park. Luna Park. Animation. Animazione. Animazione. Aquarium. Acquario. Acquario. Arrive. Arrivare. Arrivare. Art.
Arte. Arte.
Auto racing.
Corsa di automobili. Corsa di automobili.
Badminton.
Volano. Volano.
Ball.
Palla. Palla.
Ballet.
Balletto. Balletto. Band.
Gruppo. Gruppo.
Bar.
Bar. Bar.
Baseball.
Baseball. Baseball.
Basketball.
Pallacanestro. Pallacanestro.
Beach.
Spiaggia. Spiaggia.
Beer.
Birra. Birra.
Bellboy.
Fattorino d'albergo. Fattorino d'albergo.
Biography.
Una biografia. Una biografia.
Blog.
Blog. Blog.
Boarding pass.
Carta d'imbarco. Carta d'imbarco. Boat.
Barca. Barca.
Bobsled.
Bob. Bob.
Book.
Libro. Libro.
bowling,
bullying, bullying,
boxing,
pugilato, pugilato, bridge, ponte, ponte,
broadcast,
trasmettere, trasmettere,
bus,
autobus, autobus,
cabin,
baita, baita,
cafe,
caffetteria, caffetteria,
calligraphy, calligrafia, calligrafia, camera,
macchina fotografica, macchina fotografica,
candle,
candela, candela,
canoe,
canoa, canoa,
car, macchina, macchina,
cartoon,
cartone animato, cartone animato,
castle,
castello, castello,
cave,
caverna, caverna,
cavern,
caverna, caverna,
cello,
violoncello, violoncello,
ceramic vase,
ceramiche, ceramiche,
champion,
campione, campione,
championship,
campionato, campionato,
channel, canale, canale,
check-in,
check-in, check-in,
check-out,
check-out, check-out,
cheer,
fare il tifo, fare il tifo,
cheese,
formaggio, formaggio,
chess,
scacchi, scacchi, chocolate, cioccolato, cioccolato,
church,
chiesa, chiesa,
City.
città, città.
Hi guys, welcome to ItalianPod101.com. My name is Ilaria, nice to meet you or nice to see you again. Today we're going to talk about the top 10 phrases to use when you're angry. So, let's start. Non sono affari tuoi. Non sono affari tuoi. It's none of your business. Non sono affari tuoi. Non sono affari tuoi. It's none of your business. You can also say non ti riguarda. Non ti riguarda. Sta zitto. Sta zitto. Shut up. Sta zitto. Shut up. You can also say fa silenzio. Lasciami in pace. Lasciami in pace. Leave me alone. Lasciami in pace. Lasciami in pace. Leave me alone. You can also say lasciami stare. It's the same as saying lasciami in pace. Lasciami stare. Stai scherzando? Stai scherzando? Are you kidding me? Stai scherzando? Stai scherzando? Are you kidding me? Non importa. Non importa. Whatever. Non importa. Whatever. You can also say non mi interessa, which is the same as saying non importa. Smettila. Smettila. Cut it out. Smettila. Smettila. Cut it out. You can also say stop. Basta. You know. You can also say stop in English and in Italian is basta. Basta così. You know, cut it out. Non voglio parlare con te. Non voglio parlare con te. I don't want to talk to you. Non voglio parlare con te. Non voglio parlare con te. I don't want to talk to you. Sono sconvolto. Sono sconvolto. I'm upset. Sono sconvolto. I'm upset. You can also say sono dispiaciuto. Sono arrabbiato. There are other ways to say that you are upset, you know. Sono dispiaciuto. E allora? E allora? So what? E allora? So what? You can also say e quindi is the same. E allora? E quindi? Same thing. Chi ti credi di essere? Chi ti credi di essere? Who do you think you are? Chi ti credi di essere? Chi ti credi di essere? Who do you think you are? So, if you happen to be angry in Italy, you can actually use one of these terms. Of course, in regards of respect of the other person. But let's say if you are angry, you can actually use this phrase. And we actually reached the end of our lesson. So, thanks very much for listening, guys. Please subscribe, comment, and watch our next videos. Thanks very much as usual, and bye. Take care from Ilaria. Bye-bye.
Hi everybody, Marika here. Welcome to Ask a Teacher, where I'll answer some of your most common Italian questions. The question for this lesson is, how do reflexive verbs work? Reflexive verbs are one of those elements that don't really have an English counterpart. A verb in Italian is reflexive when the subject carries out the action on itself. Please note that not all verbs can be reflexive. The infinitive form of a reflexive verb is made by dropping the infinitive ending e from are, ere, and ire. and adding the pronoun si. For example, svegliare, svegliarsi, to wake up. Reflexive verbs, when conjugated, are preceded by a reflexive pronoun that complies with the subject. Let's see an example. Vestire, to dress. PS, vestirsi, reflexive form, to get dressed. Maria veste il manichino. VS, Maria si veste. In the first example, the object of the verb vestire is the mannequin, while in the second sentence, the object is Maria herself. Subject and object coincide. The reflexive pronoun si is conjugated as follows. Io mi vesto, I get dressed. Tu ti vesti, you get dressed. Lei si veste, she gets dressed. Noi ci vestiamo, we get dressed. Voi vi vestite, you get dressed. Loro si vestono, they get dressed. In compound tenses, reflexive verbs have essere, to be, as auxiliary verb, so we always form the passato prossimo of the reflexive verbs with essere. Let's see some examples. Maria si è vestita. Maria has got dressed. Ci siamo svegliati. We have woken up. We can also use reflexive verbs as reciprocal verbs. The subject is always plural. The reciprocity of the action that the verb expresses often translates in English as each other. For example, noi ci amiamo. We love each other. Loro si salutano. They say hello to each other. It's easier than you thought, right? If you have any more questions, please leave a comment below. A presto. See you soon.
Hi guys, welcome to ItalianPod101.com. My name is Ilaria. Nice to meet you, or nice to see you again. Well, today we're going to talk about the top 10 phrases to survive at the station. So let's start. If you're planning to go to Italy for visiting my beautiful countries, it's quite important that you actually bear in mind those phrases. The first is mi piacerebbe andare a. I'd like to go to. Let's say that our case is you're going to Milan. So in Italian you would say mi piacerebbe andare a Milano. È questo il binario giusto per Milano? Is this the right platform for Milan? So è questo il binario giusto per Milano. Milan, remember, is our case, but if you go to Florence, to Naples, so you can use it depending on where you're traveling. And the answer could be sì, è questo, no, non è questo. Sì, è questo, yes it is. No, non è questo, no it's not. So it could be actually simple or yes or no, and they might give you direction where you should go, you know. So, but usually yes, they say if you ask if it's the right platform, sì è questo, no non è questo. A che ora c'è l'ultimo treno? What time is the last train? A che ora c'è l'ultimo treno? Ultimo treno means last train. And imagine that the answer could be at 11:30 p.m. So in Italian is alle 23:30. Dove cambio per Milano? Where do I change for Milan? Dove cambio per Milano? And the answer, let's say, could be you can change at the third stop. And in Italian, third stop is terza fermata. So, può cambiare alla terza fermata. You can change at the third stop. Dov'è la stazione? Where is the station? Dov'è la stazione dei treni? Stazione dei treni, train station. Stazione dei bus, bus station. So, dov'è la stazione del treno? Where is the train station? Dove è la stazione per il bus? Where is the bus station? Let's say the answer could be turn left at the second crossroad past the square. In Italian is prenda il secondo incrocio a sinistra dopo la piazza. So, sinistra is left, destra is right. Square is
Piazza. Quanto costa fino a Milano? How much is to Milan? Remember that Milan is our case, but of course if you're going to Florence you could say quanto costa fino a Firenze? So how much is to Naples? Quanto costa fino a Napoli? And let's say that the answer is 10 euros to Milan, is 10 euros to Florence, is 10 euros to Naples. So fino a Milano costa 10 euro. Fino a Napoli costa 10 euro. Fino a Firenze costa 10 euro. Questo autobus va a Milano? Does this bus go to Milan? Same case as before. So remember, you can apply this to every destination that you actually have in mind. So the answer could be sì, ci va, no, non ci va. So yes, it does, no, it doesn't. In this case as well, it could also be sì or no, yes or not, without ci va or non ci va. Because in Italian, sì ci va means yes, it's going there. No, non ci va, no, it's not going there, you know. Dov'è la fermata dell'autobus? Where's the bus stop? Dove è la fermata dell'autobus? Autobus is bus. Let's say that is on the right going over the roundabout. We said before that left is sinistra and right is destra. So in this case the answer could be è a destra dopo la rotonda. Rotonda is the roundabout. Rotonda because in Italian rotonda is something circular like the roundabout. So it's pretty much the same. A che ora c'è il prossimo autobus? What time is the next bus? A che ora c'è il prossimo autobus? But you can also say a che ora passa l'ultimo autobus? What time is the next bus? And again, the answer could be in 15 minutes, in 15 minuti, in half an hour, in 30 minuti, and so on, in an hour, in un'ora. Dove sono le macchinette dei biglietti? Dove sono le macchinette dei biglietti? Where are the ticket machines? If you want to make it a little bit complicated, then you can say dove sono le macchinette automatiche dei biglietti? Macchinette automatiche. Let's say that they are in front of the ticket office, so di fronte alla biglietteria. And with this very useful sentence, we actually reach the end of our lesson or of our top 10 phrases to know for surviving at the station, guys. So thanks very much for listening. Please subscribe, comment, let us know what you want to hear in our nice Italian language. And thanks very much for listening as usual. Bye bye. Take care from Ilaria. Bye bye. Hi guys, welcome to ItalianPod101.com. My name is Ilaria, nice to meet you or nice to see you again. Well, today we're going to talk about the 5 amazing love quotes from Italian songs. It's a very romantic topic, so get ready. Anche se non fossi un angelo, io non ti cambierei, perché sei bella, 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 bella come sei. Sei bella come ti vorrei. Even if you should not be an angel, I wouldn't change you because you are beautiful, beautiful, beautiful as you are. You are beautiful as I would want you. I'm speechless. Gosh. The first song is from one very, very famous Italian singer. He's from Rome and his name is Antonello Venditti. And the title of the song is What a Treasure You Are, What a Sweetheart You Are, which in Italian means Che tesoro che sei. And the song is by Antonello Venditti. So, anche se non fossi un angelo, io non ti cambierei, perché sei bella, 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 bella come sei. Sei bella come ti vorrei. Turbini e tempeste io cavalcherò, volerò tra I fulmini per averti. I will ride on storms and tempests. I will fly among lightning and thunder to have you. And the second song is from an Italian singer. She's very famous as well. She's from Tuscany. I think she's definitely from Tuscany. And her name is Gianna Nannini. And the song is entitled Wonderful Creature. In Italian is Meravigliosa Creatura. So, turbini e tempeste io cavalcherò. Volerò tra I fulmini per averti. So means that you can actually you can do whatever it takes to get loved one to you. So it's definitely a very romantic way to express your love to someone. Perché siamo due destini che si uniscono, stretti in un istante solo, che segnano un percorso profondissimo dentro di loro. Which means because we are two destinies combining in one tight instant, marking a very deep path inside of them. This song is by Tiro Mancino, which is a very famous band, and the song title is Two Destinies, Due Destini. Very, very nice song, very, very nice band. C'era la notte e le sue stelle, e sul tuo viso era la luna. Così ho capito che per sempre non avrei amato più nessuna. There was the night and its stars, and on your face was the moon. So I realized that I would not love nobody but you forever. And this song is by a famous singer. It's called Cesare Cremonini. And the song is The Man Traveling Among the Stars. And in Italian is L'uomo che viaggia fra le stelle. Stelle in Italian is stars. Moon is luna. E il vero amore può nascondersi, confondersi, ma non può perdersi mai. Sempre per sempre dalla stessa parte mi troverai. And real love may hide, blend, but may not get lost. You will find me on the same side, always and forever. The song is from another very famous singer, Francesco De Gregori, and the title is Ever and Forever, Sempre e per sempre. So, ever in Italian is sempre, e per sempre is forever. So with a very, very romantic sentence, we actually reached the end of our lesson, guys. So if you want to express love to your girlfriend or boyfriend, you're very welcome to use our phrases, the most romantic Italian songs. Thanks very much for listening. Here's All by Ilaria and ItalianPod101.com. Take care, always. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Want to speed up your language learning? Get access to all of our best PDF cheat sheets for free. Just click the link in the description and sign up for your free lifetime account right now.
Hi guys, welcome to ItalianPod101.com. My name is Ilaria. Nice to meet you, or nice to see you again. Today we're going to talk about the 10 gift ideas you must know in Italian. Just in case you have a new Italian boyfriend or girlfriend, or you want to have you are in Italy and you want to buy something nice for yourself, you know? So let's start. Computer portatile. Laptop. Computer portatile. Laptop. Non mi piace portare il mio computer portatile al lavoro. I don't like to carry my laptop with me at work. Profumo. Perfume. Profumo. Perfume. Suo marito le ha regalato un profumo davvero costoso. Her husband gave her a very expensive perfume. Well, in general, perfume are very expensive. You should know the fragrance that the person like. I mean, it's a very personal gift in a way. But is also usually a really appreciated gift by women and men. Let's say if you are in an Italian shop, you know already the brand of the perfume you want to buy, and you say, avete il profumo di... and you say a name of the perfume, like, do you have the perfume of, and you say the name of the brand of the perfume. Or you can say, can I try the perfume of, for instance, potrei provare il profumo di, and you say the name. Libro, book, libro, book. Regalare un bel libro è sempre una buona idea. Giving a good book as a gift is always a great idea, which is very true. I mean, you can find books for pretty much everything. So even if the person, maybe is not an unusual reader, you might find something that is useful, So definitely a book is a nice, good idea as a gift. Mappa del globo. World map. Mappa del globo. World map. Quando ero a scuola, i miei genitori mi hanno regalato una splendida mappa del globo terrestre. When I was at school, my parents gave me a beautiful world map. Mappa del globo or mappamondo. In Italian you can also say mappamondo, and it's actually the same thing. Macchina fotografica. Camera. Macchina fotografica. Camera. Ho regalato una nuova macchina fotografica a mia sorella per il suo compleanno. I gave a new camera to my sister for her birthday. You can also say, like, I want to buy a camera for my sister's birthday. So you say, vorrei comprare una macchina fotografica per il compleanno di mia sorella. Smartphone, 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 smartphone. L'anno scorso, per Natale, sono stati comprati molti smartphone. Last year for Christmas, many smartphones were purchased. It's actually a very common nowadays. I mean, it's a very common gift. So in Italy, it says you pronounce it. The word is the same. So it's smartphone in Italian and smartphone in English. So if you find yourself in Italy and if you want to buy a new smartphone that you find, you can say vorrei acquistare uno smartphone. I would like to buy a smartphone. Console per videogiochi. Game console. Console per videogiochi. Game console. Tutti i bambini aspettano di ricevere una console per videogiochi. All kids expect to receive a game console. And I can say not just kids, adults as well. Game consoles are, I think now, I mean, there is so much technology now inside this game console that you can pretty much do everything. You can surf the web, you can take them with you, with your travel. So it's pretty amazing what you can do. So that's the reason why it's a good way of entertaining yourself when you travel as well. So many adults have it as well. Dizionario. Dictionary. Dizionario, dictionary. Per il mio compleanno vorrei un dizionario dall'inglese all'italiano. For my birthday, I'd like an English-Italian dictionary. Very good idea, especially if you are following us at italianpod101.com, guys. That's nice. Or you can say, vorrei un dizionario per il mio compleanno. Also, so I'd like a dictionary for my birthday. Un volo per l'Italia. A flight to Italy. Un volo per l'Italia. A flight to Italy. Abbiamo deciso di regalarci un volo per l'Italia. We decided to buy a flight to Italy for us. Un volo per l'Italia, like a flight to Italy. This is something that you can, let's say you are in Italy, if you want to go from Milan to Rome, then you say, I would like to take a flight to Rome, to book a flight to Rome in English. And in Italian would be, vorrei prenotare un biglietto aereo per Roma. Or, vorrei prenotare un volo per Roma. Mazzo di fiori, bunch of flowers. Mazzo di fiori, bunch of flowers. Per la prima cena al ristorante, regalare un mazzo di fiori è così romantico. For the first dinner at a restaurant, giving a bunch of flowers is so romantic. It's very true, I mean, but flowers are very romantic anyway. And with this nice sentence, we actually reached the end of our lesson. So that's it for now, guys. The top 10 gift ideas you must know in Italian. Thanks very much for listening and watching us. Please subscribe, comment, and let us always know what you want to hear in our nice Italian language next time. And always take care. Bye-bye from Ilaria. Bye-bye.
Hi guys, welcome to ItalianPod101.com. My name is Ilaria, nice to meet you or nice to see you again. And today we are going to talk about what are your top 10 language learning goals for the year. So, let's start. Finirò la serie Survival Phrases su ItalianPod101.com ascoltando 2 lezioni al giorno. I'll finish Survival Phrases series on ItalianPod101.com by listening 2 lessons a day. Finirò la serie Survival Phrases su ItalianPod101.com ascoltando 2 lezioni al giorno. In Italian you can also say guarderò 2 lezioni al giorno su ItalianPod101.com, which means I'll watch 2 lessons a day on ItalianPod101.com. Finirò di leggere un libro in italiano leggendo 10 pagine al giorno. I'll finish reading 1 Italian book by reading 10 pages a day. Finirò di leggere un libro in italiano leggendo 10 pagine al giorno. In this case as well you can say leggerò 10 pagine al giorno di un libro italiano, which means I'll read 10 pages a day of an Italian book. Supererò il mio test di lingua italiana. I'll pass my Italian test. Supererò il mio test di lingua italiana. And I hope you do really. Capirò completamente un film italiano guardandolo tutti i giorni. I'll fully understand 1 Italian movie by watching it every day. Capirò completamente un film italiano guardandolo tutti i giorni. You can also say se guardo un film italiano tutti i giorni imparerò la lingua. If I watch an Italian movie every day, I will learn the language. Memorizzerò 5 canzoni italiane, which means I'll memorize 5 Italian songs. Memorizzerò 5 canzoni italiane. Memorizzerò 5 canzoni italiane. You can also say imparerò 5 canzoni italiane, which means I will learn. Imparo is to learn, imparare, to learn. Riuscirò a memorizzare 350 parole con le flashcard su ItalianPod101.com. I'll finish memorizing 350 words with flashcards on ItalianPod101.com. Riuscirò a memorizzare 350 parole con le flashcard su ItalianPod101.com. But you can also say, I will learn 350 words, which in Italian is imparerò 350 parole con le flashcard su ItalianPod101.com. Scriverò 10 cartoline in italiano ai miei amici italiani. I'll write 10 postcards in Italian to my Italian friends. Scriverò 10 cartoline in italiano ai miei amici italiani. Imparerò come parlare di eventi passati, presenti e futuri. I learn how to talk about past, present and future events. Imparerò come parlare di eventi passati, presenti e futuri. Padroneggerò 150 parole memorizzando 5 parole al giorno. I'll master 150 words by memorizing 5 words a day. But you can also say, still, I will learn 150 words by memorizing 5 words a day. So in this case, it's not padroneggerò, which might be a bit difficult, but it's like imparerò, I will learn. Imparerò a presentarmi per un colloquio di lavoro. I learn how to introduce myself for a job interview. Imparerò a presentarmi per un colloquio di lavoro. You can also say, I want to learn Italian for my job. Voglio imparare italiano per l'italiano. Voglio imparare l'italiano per il mio lavoro. And with this sentence, we actually reached the end of our lesson, so thanks very much for listening. Here is Ilaria, Italian Pod 101. I'll see you next time, guys, and always take care. Bye-bye, next time.
Welcome to Can Do Italian by ItalianPod101.com.
Ciao a tutti, sono Felice Angelini. Hi everyone, I am Felice Angelini. In this lesson, you learn how to introduce yourself in Italian.
This is Mark Lee, and he's on a plane to Italy. Paolo Parisi, a passenger sitting next to him, introduces himself by saying, "Hello, I'm Paolo Parisi. Nice to meet you."
Buongiorno, sono Paolo Parisi, piacere.
Listen to the conversation and focus on Mark's response. Ready?
Buongiorno, sono Paolo Parisi, piacere.
Piacere, sono Mark Lee.
Once more, with the English translation.
Buongiorno, sono Paolo Parisi, piacere.
Hello, I'm Paolo Parisi. Nice to meet you.
Piacere, sono Mark Lee.
Nice to meet you. I'm Mark Lee.
Let's take a closer look at Mark's response.
Do you remember how Mark Lee introduces himself? Nice to meet you. I'm Mark Lee.
Piacere, sono Mark Lee.
First is the expression
Piacere,
meaning a pleasure.
piacere, piacere, piacere,
Is actually a shortened version of
piacere di conoscerla,
meaning it's a pleasure to meet you.
piacere di conoscerla,
Both Mark and Paolo use the short form
piacere,
in their introductions. This shortened version can be used in many contexts and is appropriate for both formal and informal situations. Do you remember how Mark says, "I'm Mark Lee"?
Sono Mark Lee.
First is
sono,
I am.
sono, sono,
Note,
sono,
is a shortened form of,
io sono,
in Italian,
io,
I is usually omitted as it can be understood from context.
sono,
Is from the verb,
essere,
meaning to be.
essere,
Next is the name,
Mark Lee,
Mark Lee.
Mark Lee, Mark Lee,
Together, it's
Sono Mark Lee.
I'm Mark Lee.
Sono Mark Lee.
The pattern is
Sono, name.
I'm, name.
Sono, name.
To use this pattern, simply replace the name placeholder with your name. Imagine you're Karen Lee. In Italian,
Karen Lee. Karen Lee. Karen Lee.
say, I'm Karen Lee. Ready?
Sono Karen Lee.
I'm Karen Lee.
Sono Karen Lee.
Let's look at some more examples. Listen and repeat, or speak along with the native speakers.
Piacere, sono Paolo Parisi. Piacere, sono Paolo Parisi.
Piacere, sono Mark Lee. Piacere, sono Mark Lee.
Piacere, sono Karen Lee. Piacere, sono Karen Lee.
Piacere, sono Felice Angelini. Piacere, sono Felice Angelini.
Piacere, mi chiamo Rosa Romano. Piacere, mi chiamo Rosa Romano.
Did you notice how the last speaker uses a different pattern?
She says,
Mi chiamo Rosa Romano.
My name is Rosa Romano.
Mi chiamo Rosa Romano.
This pattern uses the phrase,
Mi chiamo.
which literally means I myself call, but translates as my name is.
Mi chiamo. Mi chiamo.
First is
Mi.
meaning me.
Mi. Mi.
After this is
Chiamo.
meaning I call.
Chiamo. Chiamo.
Note
Chiamo.
is the shortened form of,
Io chiamo.
in Italian,
Io.
I is usually omitted,
Chiamo.
is from the verb
Chiamare.
to call.
Chiamare.
Next is the name,
Rosa Romano.
Rosa Romano.
Rosa Romano. Rosa Romano.
Altogether,
Mi chiamo Rosa Romano.
literally, myself I call Rosa Romano, but it translates as my name is Rosa Romano.
Mi chiamo Rosa Romano.
The pattern is
Mi chiamo. Name.
my name is name.
Mi chiamo. Name.
You should be aware of this pattern, but for this lesson, we'll use the pattern
Sono. Name.
I'm name.
Sono. Name.
Let's review the key vocabulary.
Buongiorno.
Hello,
Buongiorno. Buongiorno. Let's review. Respond to the prompts by speaking aloud. Then repeat after me, focusing on pronunciation. Ready? Do you remember how to say nice to meet you? Piacere. Piacere. And the Italian pronunciation of Mark Lee's name? Mark Lee. Mark Lee. Do you remember how Mark Lee says I'm Mark Lee. Sono Mark Lee. Sono Mark Lee. And do you remember how Mark Lee says, "Nice to meet you, I'm Mark Lee"?
Piacere. Sono Mark Lee.
Piacere, sono Mark Lee. Do you remember how Paolo Parisi says, "Hello"? Buongiorno. Buongiorno. Do you remember how Paolo Parisi says, "Hello, I'm Paolo Parisi. Nice to meet you"?
Buongiorno, sono Paolo Parisi, piacere.
Buongiorno, sono Paolo Parisi. Piacere.
Let's practice. Imagine you're Karen Lee.
Karen Lee.
Respond to Paolo Parisi's self-introduction. Ready?
Buongiorno, sono Paolo Parisi, piacere.
Piacere, sono Karen Lee.
Listen again and repeat.
Piacere, sono Karen Lee. Piacere, sono Karen Lee.
Let's try another. Imagine you're Rosa Romano.
Rosa Romano.
Ready?
Buongiorno, sono Paolo Parisi, piacere.
Piacere, sono Rosa Romano.
Listen again and repeat.
Piacere, sono Rosa Romano. Piacere, sono Rosa Romano.
Let's try one more. Imagine you're Felice Angelini.
Felice Angelini.
Ready?
Buongiorno, sono Paolo Parisi, piacere.
Piacere, sono Felice Angelini.
Listen again and repeat.
Piacere, sono Felice Angelini. Piacere, sono Felice Angelini. In casual situations, you can also use this pattern with just your first name. For example, in the case of Karen Lee, you can simply say, "Sono Karen." I'm Karen. Sono Karen. This is the end of this lesson.
Remember, these can-do lessons are about learning practical language skills. What's next? Show us what you can do. When you're ready, take your assessment. You can take it again and again, so try anytime you like. Our teachers will assess it and give you your results.
Well done! Now you know how to introduce yourself in Italian. That's all there is to it. Keep practicing and move on to the next lesson. This is the end of this lesson.
Remember, these can-do lessons are about learning practical language skills. Each lesson brings you closer to natural, fluent Italian. Want to learn to speak even more Italian the fast, fun, and easy way? Then sign up for your free lifetime account right now. Click the link in the description. Sign up in seconds. Access hundreds of audio and video lessons and start speaking like a native speaker.
Well done! Now you know how to introduce yourself in Italian. That's all there is to it. Keep practicing and move on to the next lesson.
Great work! Here's a reward. Speed up your language learning with our PDF lessons. Get all of our best PDF cheat sheets and ebooks for free. Just click the link in the description.